What's up, guys? Welcome to Top 10 Best Places Wonder. I've always dreamed of conquering this road, and today we're embarking on a journey to explore 10 of the most extreme, yet breathtaking destinations that you must visit at least once in your life. This is not just a trip, it's a true challenge, taking you through the legendary Dalton Highway, where trees cannot grow, ice shapes the landscape in bizarre ways, and only the toughest creatures can survive. Watch till the end because you won't believe what's at number 1. The real question is, can we complete this journey without any major setbacks? If you love thrilling adventures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next incredible destinations. Now let's hit the road. 10. Yukon River Bridge, gateway to the wilderness. The Yukon River Bridge, stretching 2,295 feet, is the only bridge crossing the mighty Yukon on the Dalton Highway. It's more than just a crossing, it marks your true entry into the Arctic's wild heart. The river flows through 1,980 miles of untouched wilderness, serving as a vital lifeline for both nature and industry. This is also one of the only 2 fuel stops on the entire route. As you stand here, staring at the endless water, the realization sets in. This journey is unlike any road trip you've taken before. The further north you go, the more isolated you become. The Dalton doesn't just test your vehicle, it tests you. 9. The Arctic Circle. Entering the land of the midnight sun at 66 degrees, 33 minutes north, you officially cross into the Arctic Circle, where time behaves differently. In summer, the sun never sets. In winter, darkness reigns. It's a surreal experience, standing at this invisible boundary, knowing that every mile forward takes you deeper into one of Earth's most extreme regions. The Arctic Circle sign is a must-stop for photos, a tangible reminder of how far you've come. But beyond this point, the stakes are higher. The roads grow rougher, services disappear, and the Arctic's raw power becomes undeniable. The true adventure starts here. You're now in a land where survival is dictated by nature, not by man. 8. Finger Mountain, a glimpse into another world. Rising above the boreal forest, Finger Mountain stands as an isolated rocky outcrop, where the last trees give way to the Arctic Tundra. The formations here, shaped by centuries of fierce winds and ice, create an alien landscape. As you climb higher, the silence is overwhelming. No buzzing insects, no rustling leaves, just an eerie calm. This is one of the last spots before the real wilderness begins. Looking north, the tundra stretches endlessly, a frozen sea of earth and sky. This is your first taste of the Arctic's vast emptiness, where civilization fades and nature takes full control. It's humbling, and for some, a little terrifying. 7. Brooks Range, the natural barrier of the north. The Brooks Range is the Arctic's final fortress, a massive mountain chain that stands between you and the true northern frontier. Spanning 700 miles, these peaks are more than just obstacles. They shape the climate, the wildlife, and the entire ecosystem beyond them. The air thins, the roads narrow, and the weather shifts violently. Here, snow can fall even in July. These mountains have stories of ancient geological collisions, of lost explorers, of a land so remote that few will ever see it. But crossing them isn't just about reaching the other side, it's about proving you belong on this road. This is where travelers become explorers. 6. Atigun Pass, the ultimate test of the Dalton Highway. At 4,739 feet, Atigun Pass is the highest point on the Dalton, and its deadliest. This is where even truckers hold their breath. The 12% grade inclines are steep enough to challenge even the toughest rigs, and sudden storms can turn the road into an icy death trap. Guardrails? Forget it. If you slide for good. This pass has claimed vehicles, shattered windshields, and tested nerves for decades. But reaching the summit is a triumph like no other. From here, you can see the Arctic stretched out before you, an endless white expanse. Survive Atigun, and you've earned your place on this road. 5. The Arctic Tundra, where life clings to the cold. The trees vanish. The road stretches endlessly. Welcome to the Arctic Tundra, a land where survival is measured in inches, where plants grow low to avoid the crushing winds, and where wildlife must endure temperatures plunging to -80 degrees Fahrenheit or -62 degrees Celsius. Yet in summer, this frozen world bursts into color. Wildflowers bloom, birds return, and for a brief moment, the tundra is alive. But the Arctic always reminds you who's in charge. Step too far from the road, and you're stepping into a world where humans are not meant to survive. This isn't just a place, it's a test of endurance, a glimpse into nature's most extreme battleground. The Permafrost Wetlands, a frozen paradox. How does a place that receives less than 5 inches of rain per year become a vast wetland? The answer lies in the ground itself, permafrost. This frozen layer prevents water from draining, creating endless marshes, thaw lakes, and bizarre ice formations. Scientists study this area, watching the tree line shift northward as the Arctic warms. But travelers experience something different, a landscape that feels alien, constantly shifting beneath them. The Dalton Highway itself is in a race against nature, as the thawing permafrost threatens to swallow it whole. The Arctic is changing. Will you see it before it's gone? 3. Deadhorse. The end of the road, but not the journey. Deadhorse is no town. It's an industrial outpost built for one purpose: oil. Located at Prudhoe Bay, it exists only for workers rotating in and out. There are no homes, no schools, only endless tundra and the hum of machinery. This is the last stop before the Arctic Ocean. Beyond this, nothing but ice and the unknown. Travelers who reach Deadhorse feel a strange mix of triumph and isolation. They've conquered the road, but the Arctic reminds them who is really in control. Standing here, you ask yourself, was the journey worth it? Only you can decide. 2. The Arctic Ocean, the final frontier. The Arctic Ocean awaits, the true edge of North America. Few have ever stood here. Even fewer have dared to dive into its freezing waters. The wind cuts like a knife, the sky stretches endlessly, and for a moment, you feel like you've reached the end of the world. Some travelers strip down and plunge into the icy sea, a rite of passage marking their victory over the Dalton. The cold stings, but the thrill is unforgettable. This is where the land surrenders to the ice, where adventure meets the impossible. Will you take the plunge, or will you just watch from the shore? 1. The journey itself, conquering the last frontier. More than any single destination, the Dalton Highway itself is the ultimate challenge. Every mile is a test of endurance, resilience, and respect for the Arctic's raw power. This road doesn't care if you're ready, it will push you regardless. The Arctic is a place where nature still rules, where survival isn't guaranteed, and where only the strongest make it through. Reaching the end isn't just about finishing a trip. It's about proving to yourself that you can take on the wild and win. The Dalton doesn't just lead north, it leads to discovery. Do you have what it takes? The Dalton Highway is more than just a road. It's a journey into the wild, a test of endurance, and an adventure like no other. From the mighty Yukon River to the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean, every mile challenges you, rewards you, and changes you. Will you take on the last frontier? If you love epic adventures, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us for more incredible journeys. See you on the next adventure.